Hello, anyone joining? So I have this game that I have on that I wanted to try out. So I played it a little bit, but I thought it'd be fun to stream. So yeah. The streets of Undermere are narrower and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed me. After the death of my uncle, there is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses, after all. Quickly right back. Okay. Sorry about that, I had to adjust something. Okay. I found it, an expert on the exclusive Wandering Boo. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear for me. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills of the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Just gonna. I have to have them organized. They have to be all nice and neat. Yeah, it's just gonna organize these a bit. must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. Okay, I thought that was gonna be helpful, but that's annoying. So yeah. At night, I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they're saying. Okay. A note from the author. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. Okay, so it looks like she wants St. John's poppy. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Okay, let's see. The flowers are red with a sweet scent. Okay, let's try this one. And I'll just start naming them as I get them. Northeast of Black Barrow. Let's do this one. Ambleside. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today, she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good enough for plants though, eh? I got a letter for you. Godsforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days I was rescued by a kind stranger. Just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place, I began my recovery in the woods to the south of town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face as a reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so where did he say it was? Fourth, so we want to look for Godsford. South of town in the woods. And the northeast corner. Okay. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It's not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Here. Okay. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round through Back Barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyways, I'm here now, and I brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Let's see. It's lemon dandy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to the peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Let's see. Are there any others that have the curling leaves? this one, but then that doesn't look like... Try this one. Okay. Oh, in the hills northeast of Black River. Okay. Okay. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child, a sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest camphor. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sulfuric effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping drops. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue cluster made up of many small flowers. So we want dark blue. Let's see what this does. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The bulb is soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. So we got that for blue. The flowers are made up of many small blue flowers. They smell unpleasant. Any other? I'm gonna go with the first one. Okay. Got any wandering Boo? That always reminded me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer? Anyway, it's the Boo if you've got it. I have no idea if I'm saying some of these words right, and I apologize if I'm not. Yeah. Wandering Boo is so called because of this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances up several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form a beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning these plants the nickname Finger's Bane. Okay, so it's a fungus. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. The undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. So that seems promising. It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Any other mushrooms? Let's try this one. Okay. Okay, with the end of day one, I am going to take a quick be right back. So, yeah.